Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to Tipster Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well. It's always a gamble to figure out which phone or computer is going to hook up first. Is it going to be Facebook or is it going to be Instagram? But today it happened at the exact same time. So feels like a good day to me. My name is Dana Moore. I am a co-owner of Live Naturally Tools, and we are a very simple system that helps you to share doTERRA and build your doTERRA business without all the extra fluff and words. So we know how to keep it simple, and that is the purpose of our whole system. That is the purpose of these tips and the ideas that we share with you and all the training and coaching that we have. So every Tuesday, if this is your first time joining us, welcome. Every Tuesday we do a Tipster Tuesday, and today we're going to talk about sharing the business. And the interesting thing is we always post what our topic is the day before on our Instagram feed and our Facebook, in our Facebook group and things like that. And this topic in general just didn't have a lot of energy behind it. And I thought it's so interesting to me that people are always like, how do I find builders? How do I find builders? How do I find builders? And, you know, the key to finding builders is actually telling people what building looks like and sharing the business. But this has it was kind of like a wah-wah when it comes to likes and comments and even adding your friends, which I thought was just so interesting, because this is going to be one of the best Tipster Tuesdays I've ever done. Okay, so if you're on with me, I promise it is going to be worth it, and I'm going to share some new ideas with you. So first thing, I want to just give a big shout out to one of the builders on my team, Kara Kading, because this was kind of the mastermind idea between her and her husband, Philip. And they brought me into it kind of by default, was just like, hey, can you help us execute this plan that we have? And it turned out to be amazing. And I was like, Kara, this was the best thing. I've got to share this with people. I need to make sure that our team and the greater doTERRA community gets to hear about how we're sharing the business and what it looks like, and then the results that we're getting from it. So I'm going to kind of lay it out for you guys. The first thing that that we kind of did is Kara, what she did is she went through her organization and she picked out people who love their oils. So they are people who consistently order. There are people who kind of have a lot of testimonies to share. You know, I would call them like a super user. And then also people who are sharing, casually sharing, or maybe even enrolling a little bit, you know. So technically maybe close to being a builder. And she kind of pinpointed those people. They're also people that she's built under in the organization. So they had some volume going on. They had a tree kind of growing. Just to give you a kind of a framework about who we were targeting for this, okay? So what she did is she invited them over to her house for a event called doTERRA as a Business, and just kind of pitched it like, hey guys, there is a lot more to doTERRA than just oils. I would love to share with you the other side of it, the business side of it. Just come over for an informal meeting. You know, she advertised that I was going to be there, which, you know, some people knew who I was, some people didn't. It didn't really matter, and it doesn't really matter if you can ask your presidential upline to do this at all, because we have been sharing the business in a similar fashion since we were elites. So don't worry about thinking well, it matters because you're a certain rank, okay? It actually only matters that you bring passion and confidence, okay? So what we did is we just talked about the business of doTERRA. So I went into it. There was 9 incredible women that showed up, and they were all just in love with their oils. So we just talked about how, one, it's amazing to love your product, but it's selfish not to share it. And we're going to chat with you guys tonight just about the things that you can do to kind of partner a little bit closer and help share oils with other people. And so I just chatted with people about that. It was very candid. It was not scripted at all, but it was just like, listen, this is incredible. You love it. Why not get these oils paid for? And I think that is a really key thing to start there, because we can throw out, you know, diamond paycheck, average earnings or something like that. And for a lot of people that maybe aren't even comfortable with direct selling, or brand new to the idea of sharing this, or perhaps have had a bad experience before where someone overpromised, or they just had high hopes and didn't deliver themselves on the workload and things like that, and they just weren't successful. When you start throwing diamond numbers in their faces, it's just kind of unrealistic, you know. But when you say, let's just get you free oils every month, because remember who our audience is. They're the people who love their oils and order all the time. Okay, so hey, let's just get your oils for free. Let's chat through that. And that's what we did. We talked about What could it look like to have your order paid for every month? And I did not go into the comp plan. That's one thing I want you guys to understand. We invited everybody back for a 2.0 doTERRA as a business, where we will discuss the comp plan, because we weren't even sure where they are. And I just said, you guys were all invited here because you love your oils and we want to teach you how to get your product paid for. You're also in a really nice spot on Kara's team. You've been, she's built some people underneath you. You're in spots that, have potential just to earn money, maybe pay for your oils, maybe beyond, maybe pay your car payment. And we want to share, make sure you understand the opportunity that you have before you. Now, if it's not for you and you're kind of like, that's good, it's nothing I want to think about right now, that is totally okay. You're not here because we're trying to lock you into something, but we want to know what kind of level we can partner with you so that we can help you get your oils paid for and we can help you share doTERRA. And you guys, they were just so eager and just so receptive. They were so open to hearing about it. So the first thing I said was, everybody who earns money with doTERRA has to have a 100-point LRP. And they were just writing it down. It was kind of like, okay, this is good information. They were writing it down. And some of them have run LRPs smaller before, so it kind of solidified in their mind, like, oh, those couple times I've gotten paychecks, I've gotten them because my order was 100 points. And so we just kind of went into that. That was the only real strong detail that we made sure everybody knew about, was you got to have your 100-point order run every single month, keep your cart at 100, the drill. I said, other than that, that's the only requirement. You got to just love your oils and share your oils. Now, there's a few ways you can partner with us to make sure that your organization and the little community of oilers that you have grown will continue to grow and then pay you residual income. And so I went through the 3 ways, and I'm going to share those with you too. I'll also link up. We have like kind of a, I forget what we call it, Share Naturally, free download on our website on livenaturallytools.com, but I'll link it up for you guys too. But anyway, I went through the 3 ways. I said, okay, here's the deal. You might think this is great. I do want free oils, but I don't know that I'm going to build this business, not necessarily. I'm like, that is totally okay. But one of the things that you can do to maximize the work that Kara's doing already is to refer people to her. So you love the product, you have your own testimonies, you know that it works for you. And so when you are, out and about, when you're at work, when you go to the park with your kids, when you're in the carpool line, get out of your car. That's what we do. We don't park in the carpool line, by the way, just a tip. We get out and talk to parents at the beginning and the end of the day, every single day at school. Okay. So just a tip on there. Except Fridays, because on Fridays, carpool line is fun, but that's a whole nother thing. All that to say, we just were like, listen, you love your oils, use your oils, share your oils, and then when you have friends or family or anyone that's interested, just say, hey, you've got to talk to my friend Kara. She's amazing. She'll take care of you. She's the one who hooked me up. And that's all you do. That's your role with it. And so people were like, okay, that's easy. I'm like, yes, being a referrer is so easy. And I said, you guys, when someone takes care of you and does a good job for you, you want to share about it, right? I said, we have, just moved into our house, and our contractor who did 90% of our work is 23 years old, and he is phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I cannot stop talking about him. I share him with everybody. I'm always like, you got to hire him. He's the best. He is amazing. He will do such a good job. He's so smart. He's so thorough. He's creative. He's helpful. He worked so hard, I'm going to refer it. I get nothing out of it. I'm going to refer him to everyone. And so that is one way I said, you can partner with us so well if you could just refer people to us. Okay. And I said, it's easy to do that because there's no real gain for you directly. Now we'll take care of you. We'll compensate you. We'll make sure, and you can either give them free oils for being a referrer. You can split fast start with them. If they refer people to you, whatever you kind of want. And that's what we tend to do, is we tend to split fast start with people when they refer people to us. So if they, enroll with a home essentials kit and it's like a $42, whatever commission, $44 commission, then we send them half of that. Okay. I said, if you want to go a step further and you're like, you know what, I can definitely refer. That's easy for me. I've been doing that all along, but I actually want to go a little bit farther. I'd like my organization to grow a little bit faster. I would love a little bit more money every month with doTERRA, I said, then you can help us by sharing oils a little more aggressively. And what that looks like is hosting a class. And I said, I would take it a step beyond too, and not just host a class, but host a class every single month, like it's your job. Okay, so every single month you and Kara coordinate, you host a class, you gather the friends, you gather the friends of friends, you just say, listen, my essential oil guru friend is coming over to share oils, like you gotta come, and just consistently share that way. I said, Kara will teach, you don't have to learn to do that, but if you are consistently, bringing in people, I said, and you can earn commission that way as well. So they were really excited about that, because who wouldn't be? I mean, that's amazing. And that's honestly how I started building, because Spring E-Step, our upline, was coming to our area a lot for Diamond Club. And I was just hosting classes. And that's how my organization started. So it was a really incredible start for us. And so we talked about that, and I said, in addition to that, maybe you don't want to host classes or can't, or, we all understand maybe our houses are too small or too far or too hectic or whatever, too many dogs. I said, but you could set up one-on-ones for you and Kara to meet together. So I just said, listen, you have a friend at work that like really needs to hear about oils. I say, you know what? Let's get together with my friend. She's an oil guru. She's taught me everything. Let's meet for coffee. The three of us can meet and we'll talk about it. And that way you're kind of setting up that appointment. And so that's how you share doTERRA. And that is like such a great way to get somebody involved and help them to get their oils paid for, and they're like actively involved. And then you don't have people that are entitled, because what they're doing is they're actively partnering with you in a way that makes them feel like they're contributing, and they are. Like, it's huge. For us, customers and sharers are huge, okay? And refers. The other thing is I said, if you want to go a step beyond that, you guys, a step beyond that would be then to call yourself a builder. And a lot of times I said, in your heart, it just is like, yep, that's me. I'm a builder. You just know it right now. And some of you will start out as a sharer and then potentially turn into a builder. But a builder would present the information on their own. A builder would teach a class by themselves. Now, we would train you and give you all the tools that you need. We have tutorials and scripts and things to help you kind of get your legs strong underneath you, but then you're on your own and you can do it yourself. And that is what a builder is. And so I said, and if you feel like that's kind of the direction you want to go, we're going to have a 2.0 class. We'll meet again next month, or you could do next week. And we'll kind of go through the ins and outs of what that actually looks like and how to be successful. And so let us know, if you want to be invited back, let us know, and we will completely invite you back, and we'll go through it in more detail. So we talked through that as well, just what that looks like. I did not share Power 3. I did not share Unilevel. We did not share, Fast Start even, really, besides like when someone enrolls, you get paid. We just wanted to keep it as simple as possible, kind of cast a vision. And for me, when I first started doTERRA, my number one goal was to have enough extra cash so that I could hire a housekeeper. I wanted someone to come in once a week. I wanted someone to clean, help pick up. We had, our kids were much younger then, all of them under, it's been 6 years now. So all of them like 5 and under when I started doTERRA. So pretty young. And it was just a lot. It was just crazy. And so I really wanted a housekeeper. So I just kind of shared that. Like, that was my first goal. And once I accomplished that and realized, wow, that was possible, and I was able to contribute, and now we have a housekeeper, then I can, I started to build and dream for bigger things and stuff like that. And I said, and now my husband and I do doTERRA full time together. And so that's kind of maybe all that they know about me. They don't know a ton more. I didn't get into depth, and I would encourage you to keep your own story kind of short, but you want to share a little bit about that. But the biggest thing with this, you guys, is to really share like passion and excitement for this, because referring, sharing, building, all of it, we want it all in our organizations. We need it all in our organizations. Who just love the product and are willing to send people your way. I mean, truth be told, our contractor has endless business because of us, endless business, because we have referred people who are referring people who are referring people who are referring people. And he's 23 years old and he's kicking butt. Okay. So that is just such a valuable way. And I think we try to find builders. Like, we want to find someone who's going to run. We want to find those marathoners. We want to find those people that like want to be diamonds. And I think that's great, but you're going to find them this way. You're going to find them by kind of touching on and engaging and educating the super users and the people who kind of already share and things like that. And that's where you're going to find these people that will want to build. Now, I will tell you that every single person that came that night asked to be invited back to 2.0. So that was wildly successful. I'm really excited about that, and we'll see where it goes from there. After we go through the 2.0 class, I'm going to invite them to join us for our 6 weeks, our Roadmap to Success program. And so what they can do is jump into that and get a solid training. And then if they're truly going to build and teach on their own, then they will have all the tools that they need and they'll be ready to do it after that. Okay. So there's a system and there's a method here. You can find our Roadmap to Success on Live Naturally tools as well. Okay. One more thing I was going to share with you guys is a few other ideas with this and ways you can tweak it is I am going to do this live in our user group, the one that I run for my team. It's called Live Naturally Community. So I can't share that with you or show it to you, but I just want to give you the idea of it is I'm going to share the same type of thing live and just invite everyone who is just curious about the other side of doTERRA. Hey guys, we know you love your oils. We do too. You guys are rocking it out. We've been training them to use Symphony of the Cells and all kinds of stuff. But now, if you're curious about this other thing, I'm going to be live at this time to chat about it. And that's just a way to see, I'm just kind of tap rooting and see who would be interested in kind of stepping it up a little bit, who would be interested in at least getting their oils paid for, and potentially so much more, you know? And then the other thing I have is I'm hosting this at my house. For one specific leg on my team and the builders and people under her. And so we have that set up, plus the follow-up already on the calendar as well. And so we'll just encourage you today to look at your calendar, find a time to do this, make some space in your calendar for this on a regular basis, because every single month you're going to have new people that are in love with their oils. And sometimes we hear, I would say not just sometimes, maybe more often than not, when people are building, they're like, I wish I would have kind of heard about the business right away. I probably would have started a little sooner. I wish someone had kind of told me right away how to earn money, you know, because even for me, those first few months of running my LRP, that was really tight for us. And so I needed money to come in quickly so that I could have the money to pay for the habit that I had now found an addiction to. And so you just have to think about that. Like, sometimes we wait way too long. And if you just know what's happening every month and they miss it, you can say, it's okay. Every month we just kind of share the other side of doTERRA. I host a meeting. It's really fun. You can, make a fun lemonade, with oils in it. Just make it kind of fun. It's more like, hey, who's going to partner with me in this business? So you want to make sure you cast this vision in a way that is like, listen, this business is fun. This business will change your life. This business is so purposeful. This business will give you the extra cash you're looking for. These products do work, and here's a fun drink, and, don't wear your sweatpants, that kind of thing, because you're gonna, you need to be the energy that you want to attract in these things. Okay. So if you want to attract people that are incredible and strong and passionate, you have to present this way, okay? If you are very monotone and ho-hum in your personality, either work really hard on that and help yourself, pep yourself up, get yourself some energy, share, or ask your upline or crossline, maybe partner together to do this. Maybe somebody is just more gifted in sharing and casting vision and inspiring. People are more gifted in that sometimes than others. Then partner up with them, because let them cast the vision. You can help cultivate what they've cast, all right? So we call it doTERRA as a business. I have a few graphics that I made. You can't use them because it won't make any sense. Like I'm actually on the graphic, but I am going to show it to you just so you have a little bit of verbiage and some kind of understanding of what it looks like that we're doing. And I would say, just like my last tip before I let you guys go, is to invite people in person. Don't expect to just throw like out an Evite and think that they're gonna show up. Like people want to be seen, okay? It is like an innate quality that we have as humans, that somebody sees us, that somebody notices us. And so I would say, if you notice that you have a super user on your team, I would reach out to them and say, hey, I see you. I see that you love your oils. I was thinking I'm having this thing at my house called doTERRA as a business. It's just to show you the other side. And you order so faithfully. I think you would be someone who would want to get your oils paid for, at least hear about it. And if anything, it's just a fun night out. Come over and hang out with me and invite them, okay? This doesn't have to take long, but if you call people and invite them, your chance of them showing up is so much higher. And of course, you can always say, bring a friend. You know, bring a friend. They don't even have to be in doTERRA yet. You bring a friend, because if you're casting this vision of what it means to build in doTERRA, like they could come straight in as a builder. People can enroll on the spot and build right away because they're going to be joining to something that's really fun, that is genuine, that's authentic, that's not pressure, because, you know, there's all kinds of ways to be involved to earn, you know, and so I think that matters a lot. So I'll link up all the things I talked about today. I'll link up graphics and tools and just some different things in one post in our Facebook group. So if you're not there, you got to jump in there to get it. But I'll link it up there so you guys have it and you can kind of run with it. And then let us know if you have success stories with it, if you have testimonies about how it's working for you. I have a couple more coming up this month, just some different things, a couple in October on our schedule. And it is definitely something you want to make space for in your business, because it's really been that good. Okay. So I hope that helps you guys. You got to rock it out, practice it, you know, go through it a little bit, just at least have bullet points of what you want to say. So you cover the main points and you feel really good about it. You feel really like confident, passionate, and solid with what you're sharing. And then just like go for it. It's going to be good. And you guys, you just never know who is sitting there, who's been praying for some more income or a second job, who is sick of every month kind of coming up short at the end of the month, you know, and people who love the oil. So you need to show them the possibilities of what could happen here with this business. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Love you.